Once upon a time, in the lively village of Ondo, there lived a man named Tofu. He was a bright and cheerful man, always cracking jokes and making people laugh. His presence alone could lift spirits, and everyone enjoyed his company. However, Tofu had one terrible flaw: his insatiable appetite. He could never resist food, no matter where or when he saw it. Tofu attended every party in the village, not because he was invited, but because he knew there would be food. He carried a big wooden spoon in his pocket wherever he went, always ready to dig into a meal. Whether it was a wedding, a naming ceremony, or a festival, Tofu was always there, stuffing his face with delicious dishes. One evening, as Tofu strolled through the village, he caught a delicious aroma drifting through the air. His nose twitched as he followed the scent, leading him straight to the hut of Sister Ode. Sister Ode was a quiet woman who lived on the edge of the village. People avoided her because they believed she was a witch, though no one had any proof. Some said she spoke to spirits, others claimed they had seen her performing strange rituals at night. Regardless of the rumors, Tofu cared only about one thing: the food she was cooking. He tiptoed closer and peeked through the window. Inside, he saw a steaming pot of golden fried rice, rich with spices, meat, and vegetables. His mouth watered as he imagined the taste. "I must have that rice," he whispered to himself. But he knew he could never ask Sister Ode for food, as she rarely interacted with the villagers. That night, under the cover of darkness, Tofu sneaked back to Sister Ode's hut. His heart pounded, but his hunger was stronger than his fear. He carefully pushed open the wooden window, reached in, and took a large bowl of the fried rice. Without thinking twice, he dug in and devoured every grain. As he licked his fingers, he chuckled to himself. "No witchcraft can harm me. That was the best meal I've ever had." Satisfied, he crept back home and fell into a deep sleep. The next morning, Sister Ode woke up and went to fetch her food, only to find it gone. Her eyes darkened with anger. She knew someone had stolen from her, and in her frustration, she spoke a curse. "Whoever took my food shall grow fatter and fatter, never satisfied, until their own greed leads them to disgrace." The villagers who overheard gasped, their fear of Sister Ode growing stronger. But no one knew who the thief was. That same morning, Tofu woke up feeling strange. His belly felt unusually heavy. As he stood up, he realized his clothes were tighter than before. By noon, he had grown even larger, his once loose tunic now squeezing his stomach uncomfortably. Day by day, he expanded, his body swelling with every passing hour. Eating no longer brought him joy, instead, he was in constant pain. His legs ached from carrying his weight, and the villagers began to notice his transformation. "What is happening to Tofu?" they whispered. At first, he ignored their stares, but as he continued ballooning in size, panic set in. Nothing he did stopped the growth. He tried eating less, but his hunger was unbearable. He found himself stealing food just to satisfy his cravings, exactly as Sister Ode had warned. One day, Tofu, now barely able to walk, was caught sneaking into someone's kitchen to steal food. The villagers dragged him to the village priest, demanding an explanation. The priest looked at Tofu with wise eyes and said, "My son, you are under a curse. Have you stolen from anyone?" Tofu's heart pounded. He had never believed in curses, but his body was proof of the punishment he was facing. Trembling, he confessed, "I stole fried rice from Sister Ode." The villagers gasped. Sister Ode was not a witch, she was just a private woman who cooked in peace. The priest sighed and said, "You must seek forgiveness, both from Sister Ode and from God." That very evening, Tofu, now almost unrecognizable, waddled to Sister Ode's hut. With tears in his eyes, he knelt before her. "Sister Ode, I have wronged you. I stole from you, and now I am suffering. Please, forgive me." Sister Ode looked at him for a long moment before she smiled gently. "You have learned your lesson, Tofu. Your greed led you here, but repentance will lead you out." She placed her hand on his head and prayed. As soon as she finished, a cool breeze swept through the hut. Tofu felt lighter. He looked down and saw that his belly was shrinking, his body returning to normal. The villagers cheered, relieved to see their friend restored. From that day on, they treated Sister Ode with respect, realizing that the rumors about her had been unfair and false. Tofu never overate again. He became wiser, more patient, and most importantly, he respected others' property. He returned to making people laugh, but now, he carried not a spoon in his pocket, but a heart full of gratitude. And so, the village of Ondo lived in peace, having learned that greed leads to downfall, but humility brings redemption.